Hello and welcome back to another episode of Swipe Left, the season 14 Drag Race recap podcast. I'm your host, Courtney from Tinder, and I'm here with
your co-host, LA Gaga. Send help, please. And today we are joined by the lovely, the amazing, talented friend of the House of Chaos, Miss Salem West. Hello, my love.
I'm so excited to be here.
So stunning.
I love it tonight. It's giving me Charlie XCX and Good Ones. And like that's all I aspire to be.
Very that. I'm in my spring has sprung little dress moment.
Yes.
So cute. That's like my favorite color on earth. And I love it.
Waterfall, sorry.
Okay, so let's get into this
it.
little episode. So we start the episode on such a bummer of a little note because Cornbread is not there, and we learn that she rolled her ankle and can't continue in the competition.
It should have been filled with vodka.
What did we think about that?
I mean, a top four spot is up for grabs now, is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because Cornbread was basically guaranteed.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Somebody else could snag that.
Yeah.
I could see Lady Camden doing it. I think she's this right now.
I think that, Camden or not Bosco, Camden or Betty, Betty.
Yes.
For the fourth.
It's like my original top four currently was, before the Cornbread situation, was Cornbread, Angeria, Willow, and Bosco.
Same.
And it's kind of seemed like we're still going to get all of those girls, well, except for Cornbread. But it's like, really, it's now just kind of a race of, okay, who's taking the fourth spot?
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. Because upon watching the first episode, I was like, okay, Cornbread wins. And then I was like, okay, Cornbread at least is top four. But everybody was like already just planning on her being in the top. So that made it very interesting. And I love that Diabetti was real about it and was like, oh, cool, really tough competition out of the way. Here's my chance.
Yeah.
But that's really sad because I was so just living for Cornbread this season, and I'm gonna miss her, but can't wait for season 15 Cornbread's Drag Race, as Priyanka tweeted.
Same. Although it's like I do get scared when like girls go like right back. I know it's not a problem for everybody, but we saw with Veronica Green, it's like I wouldn't be mad if we wait a couple seasons. Cornbread can save up some of that money from touring and then gag us with all the looks.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then RuPaul announces the mini challenge this week, which was they had to pop a balloon that was attached to the pit crew member's butt with their body. So let's talk about this mini challenge.
We don't need the pit crew anymore. It's 2022. We don't need them anymore.
I have notes on this. Oh my god.
Take it away, girl.
Okay, so it started with Bosco, and Bosco is like my season crush. I have a crush every season.
Me too.
And it's like a little bit embarrassing because every single thing I post, everyone's like, oh my god, you look just like Bosco out of drag. And I'm like, am I a narcissist?
I
Am I the narcissist? I don't think I'm the narcissist. It's very that. But oh my god. When she said, we call this the space noodle, I was like, you're done. Absolutely.
100%. I feel so validated and seen because if I ask all my friends like who their like crush of the season, it was always Alyssa Hunter, and I was like alone on my Bosco Island. I was lonely on my Bosco Island, but now I feel validated in this conversation.
Bosco is what I want my drag to be.
Bosco is so, oh my god, so perfect.
With also this mini challenge, let's address Maddie.
Oh,
that was funny.
My darling Madeline.
With Bryce.
The way I didn't even like think about it until like everyone like, oh boy.
Maddie's precious to me. I'm so like I have a weird obsession with Maddie this season. I like kind of can't stop thinking about her and like her facial expression reactions to everything. Like she's always, I don't know, she looks like a little cartoon character, and when Rue was like acknowledging her before the mini challenge, she was just like, I'm like, you're so cute. And she's such a good sport about it too. Like, so I loved it. I thought it was funny. Who else was good?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Oh, she went for it.
She definitely did. I was like, I watched that with my mom. And I was like, what are we watching on this day in this room right now? Like, I don't know what I'm sorry. I apologize on behalf of the content that is.
The fact that I told my grandma I would show her this season someday, and when that scene comes on, I'm just going to be like that one meme of that girl where she's just like, Miss Tasha. Who won the mini challenge?
There was no winner, I don't think.
Oh, that's right. It was just for teams.
Oh, yeah. It was just for
I thought that was cute how they did that.
Yeah.
And Daya was kind of a sleeper hit in that.
Yeah.
I thought Daya was a good one.
Yeah. Deja was just the build up and then nothing.
I was thinking of like, I would be humiliated if I had to do that. Like thinking about having to do that, especially if you like couldn't pop it and had to keep trying. I'd be like, good for them for sticking it out and being good sports. Cause I'd be having a panic attack.
Yeah. I feel like I'd pull like a Maddie and I'd like hesitate on the first one and I'd just be like, fuck it.
And then Silky's tweet in response was so good.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Silky tweets, I don't remember exactly what she said. It was something along the lines of like, Maddie, you told me that you top your girlfriend, stop lying. And I was like,
wait, I'm scrolling right now.
Oh my god.
I don't know if she deleted it.
If you're not following the dolls on Twitter, you're only getting half the story.
Truly.
I
can't find it, but I'll find it later. But oh my god.
Any other thoughts on the iconic mini challenge?
No.
Okay. Okay. And then Rue announces that the Maxi Challenge is that the queens have to create a public service announcement for the Save a Queen Foundation featuring first eliminated queens Tempest DeJour, James Manfield, and Kamora Hall. So what do we think of this challenge?
I think it's so sweet that we get to see the eliminated girls come back. It's really nice to see, especially Kamora. And it's the fact that Rue gave her a chance to try the line again. And it was the exact same fucking delivery.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
I'm obsessed.
Mm-hmm. I think it was a cute challenge itself, too. I liked the whole, like, playing music in the background and, like, making them rhyme and everything. I thought that was different and fun and cute.
Yeah, for sure. Out of the 3 girls this episode who came back, who stood out to you guys the most?
Kamora is hilarious all the time. I just think she's so funny, like, outside of the show. But out of the 3, James is the one that, like, I followed the closest. Like, I watched all of her YouTube videos. So seeing her come back, I knew she was going to just be so funny and so good the entire time. I don't know what's going on with Tempest. Like, that was a wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were definitely 3 great picks to come back. Like, their 3 different energies being on this episode, I feel like it really contrasted and was funny. Yeah, Tempest was sending me. I was so excited to see more of Kamora, and yeah, I guess I would say Kamora if I had to pick just one. Who stood out to you out of the queens in the challenge?
I would say Bosco definitely stood out to me. I think Lady Camden, I'm sorry. It's like, I am so happy Bosco won. But I could have seen this been a double win between Bosco and Lady Camden. For sure.
Yeah, I thought the same thing because I was like predicting out loud with my mom, like, okay, who's going to be the top, who's going to win? And I predicted that Lady Camden would win, although I understood and had no qualms with Bosco's win either.
Yeah, which I think officially solidifies Bosco in the top 4 for the finale because, like I said a few episodes ago, I think like 2-3 episodes ago, the past few winners of Drag Race have always won at least one Maxi Challenge in the first 5 episodes. And Bosco took the last spot. So I think we have, like we were saying earlier, we have Angeria, Willow, and Bosco are the girls who have won challenges who are left. So there's just one more spot. Like we were saying, who's it going to be?
And the producers aren't dumb. They know that this is true. Like, they know that that's how the show goes. and they wanted to solidify Bosco's placement as a front runner. And I thought that was a smart choice on their part to give Bosco the win, because the challenge, pretty much everyone did good. They could have given it to honestly anyone they wanted to push.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. And then, as per usual for me, I say this every week, but Willow and Angeria stood out to me in the challenge. I mean, I sound like a broken record, but it's because they are consistently the moment. So, good on them.
They could have had at this point 4 wins each, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
I'd pretty much agree.
Yeah, they were funny and good and delivered, and I was happy. I'm trying to think if there was anybody else who like stood out.
Maddie.
Yeah, she was funny.
Whenever I think of Maddie lately, I just think of the dancing queen is here.
I was laughing out loud at my television when she did that.
Daya stood out to me. I don't know why, just because I don't necessarily remember much of anything. I just remembered her in general. And George stood out to me for not wearing lashes, which I am not going to read because I don't wear lashes yet. We're working on it. But
oh my gosh. Yeah, and her reason, she was like, I wanted to look like a white woman wearing no lashes. And I was like, Georges, what are you saying right now?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with her. I love her.
Yeah, she's great. I love her. I love this whole cast. The longer it goes on, the more I'm like, I love all of you. Just bring it in.
Yeah. For sure.
Any other thoughts on the Maxi Challenge?
No, the fact that they got Sarah freaking McLaughlin or whatever she's called, the ASPCA woman, was iconic.
Ugh, it's getting too meta. On Drag Race.
It's giving Stab in like the Scream movies, where it's just like a movie within a movie.
Mm-hmm. Loved that. And then came the spring runway, and now I'm gonna do this little thing. Sharing my screen.
Way when I heard it was spring, I was like, oh, I feel like this isn't that interesting of a runway theme. Boy, was I humbled there really quick.
Okay, can we see
impressed.
Can we see Georges?
Yes, we can.
Okay, not the best screenshot. I apologize in advance to the performers on behalf of the screenshots I take of their looks because they're not always flattering. But what do we think of this look?
Georges. It's Georges. It's Georges.
Oh my god.
I love it. Swipe right, absolutely. It's so cute. It's so her. It's like each one of her outfits is still something she can move in and just obsessed.
It's very branded. She already has like a brand. It's very obviously her. It's very like young woman, like very wild, free, whatever, all that stuff. Yeah, I like it.
For sure.
Yeah, it's cute. It did what needed to be done, and it reads spring, and I like the hair, and I'll swipe right. And then next, oh geez, we have Scary Kobe.
The way when she came out on the runway this week, I first thought like, oh my god, like this is so cool, and she's giving ugly, and then like the next day I looked and I was like, was this a design challenge? I like Here Up.
No,
everything else can go.
I love Carrie. And that's that on that. I'm gonna have to swipe left for this. I mean, I could not construct a better garment personally, so I wouldn't pretend that I could, but this is just definitely.
I feel like she constructed this in the workroom because I just can't imagine Carrie Colby bringing something like compared to the stuff she's wearing. I can't imagine her being like, this looks good in the suitcase.
Like, if you did a side by side of the J-Lo runway next to this, like we just expect more from her at this point. I feel.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm a swipe left. It's not my. I think this was probably my two least favorite looks of the night.
I mean, I know that Loris from Dragula season 1 made the headpiece. The headpiece is successful, in my opinion. I think everything else is not good, and I'm gonna swipe all the way left. Never to be seen again.
Yeah. It's like the headpiece is working for me. It's like she's given what the judges told her to give, but
she didn't even post pictures in it. She like
I think she posted like a meme of her in it rather.
She knows that it's bad. Self-awareness.
Yeah, I kind of love that for her though, because she knows, like, she's like, I just gave like the best look last week ever. Now I'm just a meme and I'm chilling and like I'm Carrie Colby and I can do that.
But then she like redid it, and I'm like, oh my god.
She was just naked and it was perfect.
Ugh. With all the peace and love and respect and joy and fun in the world, swipe left.
Yeah.
Miss Angeria.
Swipe right. This is the way it's like Angeria just does so good that I feel like I had nothing else to add because she already did it.
Yeah, I mean, yellow is one of my favorite colors and it looks so good on her. I like it's just so cute. It's just cute. I'll swipe right.
The only thing is, from like somebody who does fashion design, the waist could be a little bit more cinched and given her a little bit more of a shape, because we know that her body doesn't look like that normally. We know normally she's a little bit more hourglass, but if that was her normal shape, it'd be different. We just know that that's really not what she normally gives. And at Roscoe's, she said that she recognized the fit issue, so it's not like she thought that it was perfect. But with all that aside, it's still a swipe right. It's still really beautiful.
Right, because she has been giving such, all of her outfits have fit her, like, noticeably perfectly, and that's kind of been her thing. And so that, like, for her to come out in this, it's like different queens set different expectations for themselves. So then when they kind of come back out and like don't meet the same expectation they've been giving, it's like we notice, but regardless, like you said, stun. I mean, she looks gorgeous. So swipe right.
I did know they casted Isabella from Encanto onto Drag Race, so that was nice to see. I'm glad she's doing well.
She would kill on Drag Race, to be honest.
She would, especially now that she's like more artistic by the end of the movie.
Miss Deja Sky.
I hated this.
Yeah.
I like the waist up. The end.
I love the bodice piece and I love the mask. Everything else I do not like.
I can't even, say specifically what it is. I don't know.
I feel like it's like you do all these like cool like details like on like the torso, and the mask is so like artistic. They just do pants. There was just nothing on the bottom for me.
There's a disconnect for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Dacia Sky. I just don't like this particular garment right now.
I know she has an affinity for a lot of fabric. So like I understand that this is something that she likes as far as aesthetics go. It's just what I would have done probably is a mini skirt and kept the volume on top to kind of proportionizing. Ever heard of it?
Proportionizing.
Yeah. With peace and love, deleting Tinder. No, swipe left.
That bad, huh?
No, not that bad. If anything, no, definitely not the worst, but just not the best either.
Right, because I would throw my phone at La 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 Ree's back book.
Maddie Morphosis.
This killed.
This was amazing. This was. I don't get what people were saying, like, oh, we should have seen her face. No, it added to the illusion of it all. Nothing is perfect. No one. Yes. No one can clock her for not wearing a heel anymore. Swiping right tonight, babes.
All the way right.
And I mean, she's with talking about people setting expectations for themselves. She sort of set the expectation that you never know what she's gonna like come down the runway wearing. She's always doing something like fitting the theme but interpreting it in a different way than the rest of the queens, and that's what I love about her. And this was very that, and this is like just personal taste wise very cool to me, so I'll swipe right.
There's some creative juices in that funny little brain of hers.
I agree.
Yeah, I can't imagine if she was showing her face and like doing a bunch of like facial expressions, it wouldn't have hit the same.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do when you're a cloud and rain as a face?
She's bawling her eyes out on the runway.
Lightning bolt earrings, though.
Ooh, yeah.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah. And then we have Jasmine Kennedy.
This was really, really, really good. I loved this. It was Poison Ivy. It was Pamela Isley. It was Gotham City Sirens. It was everything I needed. Swipe right.
Yeah, she looks beautiful. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just. Do you see spring? I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. But I mean,
Floral?
swipe right. Swipe right regardless. She looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd swipe right for sure. I think the corset is impeccably done, and I think she did it herself, if I'm remembering correctly. So
yeah, I was watching her live on Instagram, and she revealed how she actually made the corset by buying there's like 9 different types of stones on it, and she bought all the stones over the course of like 5 years.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. So this was like, I don't know if like she always had the intention of making this, but like collecting green stones for 5 years definitely came in handy.
Yeah.
It's giving like lily pad, like rainforest frog, maybe more than. But Alyssa Hunter did too. Like if you saw her, it was also a frog. So I don't know what prompt they were given.
Yeah.
Because if 2 people did rainforest, I don't know what they were told, but this is gorgeous.
Yes, Jasmine Kennedy is another very consistently just, you can't really clock her on her runways. They're always really cool, and I'm always excited to see what she's gonna wear. Swipe right. Okay.
We love Dracula from Sesame Street.
Orion Story.
I feel like normally I would love this because like this is my gig, but like I don't know why, but for some reason something's off for me, and I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, I think she looks good, and she's a very gorgeous drag queen, and she looks cute. It's just that I guess when you're in this competition in comparison to like what else was presented on the stage, it just wasn't at that level, you know. But like herself as an individual looks really good. But yeah. But I would probably, in the context of the competition, swipe left for this.
Yeah, I would swipe left. I also think it's like we've seen the bunny, like the Playboy bunny before. Like from just so I can remember, like Plastic Tiara did it on season 11. But yeah, I'm gonna swipe left.
Maybe I just love Orion, but I thought this was successful. I don't know. I just really have like an affinity for Orion because I just really get where she's coming from. Like she's just shy and awkward and artistic and just didn't really have a lot of money. And I just feel that. Like, I don't know, something about her making a lot of her own stuff. I just thought it was cute. Like I would wear this 100%. I would swipe right, but not very enthusiastically.
Swiping right, but not messaging first, kind of thing.
Yeah, you can message me.
No, I agree 100%. Another queen that I have a weird obsession with this season is Orion, a very compelling human being. Also, I have to support a fellow Michigan baddie. I feel like she very much gives Midwestern energy, and I relate to the being a creative who doesn't come from a lot of money, you know what I mean? I get that too. And I just think her sense of humor and I think she's brilliant. I think she's a genius, and like I don't know if this is like too much to say, but I feel like she kind of like gives Tammy energy in her own weird little way.
Yes.
And I just eat it up. I love her, but it's just hard, like in terms of the competition. I guess I swipe left, but
yeah,
she just needs a little more time and a little more money.
Yeah. Like us all.
3 years. What'd you say?
Like us all.
Period. Like us all.
Okay. Ugh. Willow
It
Pill.
wouldn't be an episode of the show if I don't walk away during my favorite runway look of the night, so bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness.
So good.
Listen.
Super like.
Super like when this from the promo, I said, listen, Willow Pill is it, and I just feel it. And I knew there was going to be something that she was going to do that was going to like make me fully understand why I said that. And it started with her talent performance and really just concluded with this look here. Super like it just speaks for itself. I'll let someone else
And when
go.
it's like the house was enough for me, but when she turned around, honey, this is my favorite look of the night.
I mean, it's my favorite too, super like, but I've been a fan of Willow for so long. Like, she was one of the first ever Rue girls, her or non-Rue girls that I followed, along with Diabetti. I've been a huge fan of the two of them since I started getting into drag. And I just had like the highest hopes in the world for her, and she is just matching and exceeding those hopes every single week. She's just so good.
Work the world and let's see what she does, because I am buying a ticket.
Oh my God. I have tickets to Work the World and I literally can't go.
What?
No.
I'm so mad.
Man.
Wait, where were you gonna see it?
St. Louis.
Are you Missouri?
Yes. Like Daya. So
we love. I'm going, I think, to Philly in August. Is what I'm hoping. I'm buying my tickets this summer. I am hopefully seeing Marina and the Diamonds on the 26th.
Yes.
I'm so hoping.
I was supposed to see Alaska, and then it got pushed to November. It was supposed to be in a week or whatever.
Literally same.
I've had Gaga tickets for a year.
Ugh.
I bought me and my sister meet and greet for the Red for Filth Alaska tour. Oh, it's gonna do the thing again where I'm gonna have to send another email. But yeah, and it got pushed back, and I was so sad because I was literally like getting through life because I knew that the Alaska tour was soon, and now it's not. Okay, and then we have super like Willowville. Oh, not skipping Diabetti. Okay.
Diabetica.
Diabetica. What do we think?
This was really, really, really cool. It's like I saw someone say this, that it's giving more fall, and like I can kind of see it. I think it's honestly just the orange, but like honestly, it's like I think the orange just like really complements it well, and I like tried to think of it as like, well, what if she did a different color, and it just doesn't work as well, in my opinion. So like this was amazing. This was top 3 for me of the night.
Yeah, I thought this was so cool. I loved the color. I love butterflies. I love the shoes. I love the hair. I love the ears and the way that she was being all cute with it when she was on the runway. I will swipe right for sure.
Swipe right, absolutely.
Diabetti is my girl through and through, my Missouri girl. Anyone from Missouri, I'm gonna like have to support from the jump. And I've been a fan of her, and a fan of her and Get Dusted and everyone for forever. Like I remember the day she came back from filming and posted on her Instagram for the first time. Like I'm like been a huge Diabetti fan for like ages, and she just does not disappoint. Well, in Until she kind of did, but other than that, this kills.
Yeah.
Swipe right.
This is really good. Diabetica. Lady Camden.
I told y'all Lady Camden was gonna make a splash at some point, because so many people underestimated her during the promo. Eat it. Rather with this, like, drink it.
I mean, the tea bags as earrings just automatically swiped right for me. I thought this was so cute. I love it. So fun.
Yeah, definitely swipe right. It's like it looks like she literally just jumped straight out of Wonderland.
This was gorgeous. I thought she was going to be an early out after the Meet the Queens, but she has been surprising. And I just love this. I love that she had the foresight to make those earrings like, the night before or whatever. Very smart. I love the way it spills.
Ugh, the spill. So good.
So adorable.
I'm
Doesn't
like
look like she put any cream in it. Because I'm a barista.
getting technical. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna super like it because I think it's really fun. I like that there's food on the table. Super like. Why not?
You know what? You convinced me. I'm gonna do that too. Super like.
I'm gonna stay where I
Why
am.
just not?
I gotta keep Willow above the rest of them.
Yeah, like I bought Tinder Gold for Willow, but I just simply super liked Lady Camden.
Into a black card.
Okay, and then we
Platinum
had Miss
Express.
Bosco starting in this gray cloud thing, revealing to this yellow dress. What did we think of this runway?
This was cute. This was really, really cute. I liked it. Definitely swipe right for me.
Yeah, swipe right. I think it was simple, but I think it was effective. Slay.
Mm-hmm.
And her makeup is really beautiful, and I love this hair. So yeah, swipe right.
Yeah. I'm very happy the judges have not been reading her for her eyebrows because that is her brand. That's how she markets herself. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
And also the brows are completely versatile. She does them in every color. It's like there's no reason to knock them. It's the same as always doing thin brows or always doing natural brows. So I'm just really glad that they understand that. But on the basis of her look, it was good.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Like it wasn't anything that I'll remember. Well, I will remember her legs at the beginning. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like the pose of her wedding where she's just like,
oh.
That's what I remember.
I just love her so much.
Yeah. Swipe right. It was it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Was there anybody? Oh, that was it. Okay.
Oh.
We have to talk about the returning though.
Okay.
Very important. Miss Kimora Hall.
Oh, I didn't screenshot her look. Shoot.
Everyone remembers it. It's fine.
True. True.
Really, screenshot. Oh my God. Of course she came out in Mackie.
Unreasonably beautiful. There was not a thing that was wrong. It was all I got Tinder Gold again.
The way it just flowed like in the wind behind her. Like,
I gasped when she came out completely.
I want her on All Stars.
I would wait a little bit for her, but eventually she has to come back. Or if they do a first out season, which I hope they do.
Who would we want on a first out season? Like, pick like your top threes.
Yeah. Somebody else start.
I know, I'm like, not me forgetting everybody who's ever been on Drag Race right now.
Nikki Doll has always been my first choice.
She wasn't out first. It was Dahlia.
Well, it's like, I consider like an early out season.
Oh, then that expands the pool entirely.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say definitely Nikki Doll for sure. She's my number one pick.
My brain went to formaldehyde from Dragula, and I'm like, the wrong program. Wrong program.
Cocaine.
True.
Period. For Resurrection.
Serena Chacha.
I don't know. I'd be happy to see any of them.
Really?
I need Layla McQueen. She's in my top 10 of all time.
My God. Overdue.
Yes.
I heard rumors of her being on the next regular All-Stars, but I'm scared for her because I also heard that they're like trying to pull Peppermint and Asia O'Hara and like I don't think Asia's gonna go, but the second Peppermint's cast, it's her season to lose.
Yeah. I don't really see them as horror queens. Again, maybe they just haven't really showed us that side of their drag, but like, I would love to see, even though like they live in the UK, I would love to see someone like Joe Black. Joe Black is one of my favorite drag artists of all time. Top 3 for me, honestly, next to Jan and Tace. But it's like, I think Joe's just meant for, like, his drag is just meant for Dragula more than Drag Race is.
Yeah.
I can see that. I want to see more of Joe Black. I love Joe Black too. No, because I feel like I feel you. I feel like Joe Black gets slept on. Because if you watch some of like clips of Joe Black just like on YouTube, I'm like, wow, you're a cool person. Really talented.
The Nosferatu witch monster runway that he was going to do. Oh my God.
I really like Joe Black. And I love that name too. I think it's really cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the winner of this week's episode is Ms. Bosco. This is serious. We're back from our technical difficulty, and we were just about to talk about the winner of this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14, Miss Bosco. Woo! Did we agree with the win?
100%. Absolutely. My girl got a win.
Sure. I mean, it could have gone to like anyone.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I could have seen this as a double win between Bosco and Lady Camden, but at least one of them won.
I could have seen Maddie winning. I could have seen Camden winning. I could have seen Dia winning. I could have seen Angie or Willow win.
Yeah.
Like,
Willow was good.
Yeah, it's like at this point it's been like Angie and Willow like sharing wins, and so I kind of like just knew that they were gonna give somebody else a chance.
Yeah,
but
they had to diversify the wins a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, Bosco, she did her thing. I'd say she deserves it. Woohoo! Congratulations. Yeah. And then the bottom was George's and Orion's story. Do we agree with that placement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I'm like thinking now about like just everybody.
Me?
Huh?
About me?
Yeah, I'd agree. I think I agree because we got that lip sync.
I just feel so bad for Orion.
Yeah.
When everyone in Untucked was like, Georges and Jasmine, there's no way you guys could ever get eliminated. Nobody could ever beat you in a lip sync. And then Orion, nobody's even trying with her.
None. Did she even get to talk?
Paid dust. No, she didn't say anything.
Damn, the edit.
Blame it on the edit, and also blame it on the girls being mean.
Literally.
They couldn't have even said, like, I'm just like, I had so much fun getting to know you. Like, if you like get eliminated, just know, like, I really hope we stay friends. Like whatever. Like, say, like, you got this. Just be nice, even if it's, I don't know.
Just say something. Nice. Just
say something.
Just don't be a charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent about
Go, girl, give us something.
No, for real. I feel like, I don't know. I really would love to see Orion come back for All Stars when she's ready and just like annihilate. Because I feel like she has it in her. I feel like there's so much magic up in her noodle.
Truly.
That she will present to us one day, and everybody will be like, dang, we underestimated her, and I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Well, even until then, she's at least currently part of the best lip sync of the season.
Speaking of said lip sync, they lip synced to My Head and My Heart by Ava Max, and she was there, and that was stunning. I was excited. What did we think? Let's talk about the lip sync.
I'm excited. Salem, I saw your face when I called it the best lip sync of this season. George just devoured Orion. Okay.
I just like lip syncs where everyone has everyone's giving, you know?
Me too. I love Orion, but like the wig started slipping back.
I was just embarrassed for her the whole time where I couldn't focus on George just being really good.
Yeah, I agree. It's been like a pattern this season where somebody's garment or wig or something or prop will start messing up. The money gun, the shoes coming off, the June thing, the diabetes outfit. Like, as something has started to go wrong.
Something's in the water.
Yeah, and as soon as that happens, I know how Rue is very finicky about those things. And I'm like, as soon as it happens, I'm like, okay, bye. But then, with this, it also just wasn't, it
would have been that way either way.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Something has gone wrong every single one.
Yeah, well, it depends on what you consider like going wrong, because you could consider Deja and Dia to have not gone wrong depending on how much you care about the wardrobe. Because I thought Dia did really good with the red nail polish and the blood scrape. I thought that
that was real for a second. I was like, oh my god, she just clawed herself on accident.
I I had a feeling it was nail polish.
Yeah.
And it was. She apparently was giving more than they showed. Like, she was doing, like, a whole, like, choking moment. And that would have been cute. But they didn't show it.
They had to send someone home, I guess.
Yeah, like, as
she didn't go. They could have made it more even.
Yeah.
As a viewer, I don't care about, you know, like, if your wardrobe messes up. Like, I'm not like, ugh, get off my screen. Like, that's not how I feel about it at all. If you give, you give.
And it's like things go wrong during live shows all the time.
Right, and if you can, like, keep going, I feel like being able to keep going through a malfunction is really important. I just know, like, I don't feel that way, but I know Rue is, like, over people's wardrobes malfunctioning, so I just know mentally, like, they're probably gonna go home if it happens.
Yeah, it's like that's why I thought gave Alyssa the edge. I thought Carrie shouldn't have been the bottom anyways. But even if you do, like, let's say you do put Carrie in the bottom, Alyssa won that lip sync. Even with the money gun, it's like she kept going. She served. She ate, and she looked like J-Lo.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think that the money gun. I mean, that's just how I am. Like, if something goes a little wrong, personally, like, in theater, like, I think it's the funniest thing in the world when something goes wrong. That's my favorite thing.
It is
like
funny.
When things mess up and then people keep going and it's obvious that everyone's in on, like, trying to save this thing. I think it's fun. I don't think it takes away from the professionality. I think it's, like, just part of live performance. And so I don't like that they have to go home if their prop messes up, but whatever. That's the way it is.
I have the best theater fail story.
Do you want to tell it on the pod or after the
Either.
I don't care. Go for it. Go for it.
So kid. 5th grade, picture it, Sicily, 1942. So 5th grade, it was Little Mermaid, and the middle school was putting it on. I was in 5th grade at the time, and they invited us all over to the middle school to watch it. And in the opening number, 2 girls dressed as fish cartwheel across the stage, and one kicks the other girl in the face. And then during intermission, as the curtain was opening up, the stage manager had a hot mic. And said, "You forgot to move the rock," just as the curtain's opening. And then in the final scene, when Ursula's supposed to, like, slam down the tray and be like, damn you, Ursula, Ariel, or something like that, it breaks in half. And so she's just like, when she's holding this up with, like, 2 hands at the top, just, like, wobbling. I also broke a giant set piece on the final show of Grease in 7th grade. That was fun.
As you should.
I might have crashed the entire Burger Palace into an entire window.
I love it. I love a good flop. I think it's fun.
Everyone does it.
Everyone flops. It's the magic.
Everyone flops. Let people mess up.
Yes.
It's fun. And you can laugh about it in a year.
With that all being said, I'm great at segueing. With that, in the final analysis, they send Orion's story home and Georges stays. Do we agree with that decision?
100%. 100%. Georges ate in every conceivable way.
We do agree.
Yeah.
And then Orion got to open the candy to see if it was chocolate or gold.
Horrible.
Someone needs to eat this chocolate bar.
It's plastic. It's plastic. And Miss Orion was a little bit too trigger happy to share that it was plastic at Roscoe's a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's how everyone knew that she was going soon.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you were a little bit too easy to share that tea with. And then she was on the phone with a producer for the last 15 minutes of the live stream.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like, she was at Roscoe's with Maddie and Daya. She says, the chocolate bar is plastic. Maddie and Daya go, ooh. And you can tell from that they're going a little further than Orion, right? Because Orion is a little bit too happy to spill this, right? And Maddie and Daya are a little bit too quiet. Just saying. But then Orion mysteriously disappears for the entire end of the stream and later reveals that she was on the phone with her producer.
T.
I wonder what they were talking about.
probably her being a little bit too much because she gets a little comfortable on Instagram Live too.
Yeah.
Well,
at the end of the day, the dolls are the dolls.
The dolls are the dolls. She is Orion,
Well, the
and she's
one
going
we
to
watch
tell
and
her
has their
story.
spies.
Did anyone hear that pun?
About
What did you
what?
say?
I said it's not funny to repeat, but I said she is Orion, and she is going to tell her story.
Shut up.
I'm here all week. Thank you.
That was good.
Okay, anyway. So yeah, she unfortunately has chocolate in the candy bar. It's not gold. I can't deal with this. I think it's so, like, I tried to be on board with it because I know I'm going to have to live with it for the rest of the season, so I might as well accept my circumstances. But I just find it so humiliating to have to, after you've already been eliminated, stand there and be perceived opening candy and then being like, it's chocolate.
I love the drama of it, to be honest. It's like with peace and love, I don't see how people have a problem with it. I don't know. I think that's just more about me, and I'm scared about that. But it's like I don't know. I love the drama, and like the music's just like so intense. I'm like, all right, who's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
And then it's chocolate and it goes wah wah. And that's so embarrassing.
It's the most humiliating noise ever.
Humbling.
Who okayed that noise is my question.
Oh my god.
Literally, and because like this is like people's lives, like their emotions are very real in this moment, and it's edited over with a wah wah, and I'm like,
can I get that as a soundbite so whenever I spend money on my debit card, just goes wow. Whenever I buy another wig, wow.
Me.
It was so good.
This isn't a wig, but when I wear wigs,
Just chapstick. It's just chapstick.
it's just my natural hair. I give inches.
yes. That was this episode. I think we briefly touched on this in the beginning of the conversation, but who do you guys think is, first of all, going to make top 3, and then who do you think will be eliminated next?
Ooh.
I think since it's a design challenge and we saw it went last time, I'm gonna say Maddie is going next. I spilled some tea, but it's like literally it's like it. We've had like 2 action challenges, then it's another design challenge, like episode 3. Next week, the week after this, is another acting challenge.
Huh.
3 freaking acting challenges. But I just think based on how the design challenge went, Maddie is going home next. And in the top 3, I would picture not like a top 4, but like a top 3. I would say Angeria for sure. Angeria's probably gonna win, and I'm so happy for that. And then Willow and Bosco.
Who's talking next?
Okay, for me, I think I agree. Honestly, not to just be like copy and paste, but I feel like that's valid.
Stop trying to be me. No, just kidding.
I literally just want to be you.
My top 3 is the same. I think the 4th spot, is the one that really could have debates. I would be surprised if the top 3 wasn't Willow, Bosco, and Angie. However, I do think the winner is more likely to be Bosco or Willow, simply because they don't like crowning queens that are too similar, too close together. And a lot of people are comparing Jada and Angie for both being very pageant-y, both kind of having a little bit of twang, kind of having like that kind of vibe where they're pageant-y, but they're really down to earth, whatever, where people think they might be a little too similar. And there hasn't been kind of a kooky alternative winner since season 11. So
yeah, and
that's true.
The narrative of Willow is looking really good for her right now. The way that she is being portrayed on the season, not that she's not actually deserving, but just like the footage they've chosen to show of her, it feels like, as somebody who's been watching the show for a minute now, I feel like it's looking very good for her. But I could also see them doing like a came out of nowhere and kind of snatched moment with Bosco as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
To be honest, those three, they don't really have to edit that hard because they kind of just leave it all on the stage.
Right. Well, thank you very much for joining me to recap this wonderful episode of the wonderful show RuPaul's Drag Race with me.
I'm LA Gaga, by the way. Nice to meet you. Subscribe. And Salem, thank you so much for joining us this week, my love.
For having me.
Yes,
I had such a good time.
Thank you literally so much. I've been like wanting to talk. You've been a person in my brain that I think the world of since like forever. So it's very nice to have you and talk to you and see you and
same.
All the things.
It wouldn't be some sort of show if I didn't tease the audience about the secret project, but I would love for you to be involved in said secret project.
All right, and thank you, millions of viewers at home. So sorry, Monet Exchange.
Thank you for 3 trillion subscribers. It's so crazy. But so buy my merch.
Literally couldn't have done it without you. This is my formal apology to Monet Exchange for stealing all the pit stop viewers. And
this is also a funeral for the name Monique Hart. It is now Mo Hart. We really try to be such an inclusive channel here and really contribute everything.
I just remembered that UK versus the world is tonight.
Oh, it's already out. I watched it already. I already watched it.
What? I haven't. I honestly don't care what happens. Lemon was my girl. I don't care. Whatever.
My top 3 was Lily Pangina, Mo, and Lemon.
Same, except my third was upper grabs. Either Pangina or Blue.
Yeah.
I feel like Baga's gonna win.
No, I don't think so.
Hopefully.
I really don't. Juju's not winning. I love her.
With peace and love.
But with peace and love and also respect for your dynasty. But Mama, it's a no.
We all hope to have career longevity like Juju.
Yeah. And also she needs to come back for All Stars 38 Chromatica. So early outs.
Well, I think it's time to go watch UK versus the world. So
I gotta finish the season finale. It's Slasher on Netflix.
All right, thank you for watching. Bye, besties.
Bye.